Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about being a parent when one or both of you are facing mental health issues. We work coaching a lot of people that face these problems in our own life. I'm a bipolar survivor.
And I'm a depression survivor.
And we've learned that when you face these issues, you still have your children, you still have the stress, you still have the work, the responsibility, and we did something really fantastic in the last couple of months in terms of helping each other. So, Jen can share a little bit about how I shifted and made her, handling work a little bit easier around the house.
Well, the truth of the matter is I was always the type of person that, did everything, by myself. I believe that I can do it the best, and I'll just do it to get it done, and it will be my way. But I decided that taking on too much responsibility, along with parenting, along with the housework, was just a little bit too overwhelming for me, and I knew Blake was very capable, so I started asking him for help, and he was very receptive, and it ended up, helping me mentally, and I think Blake feels a lot better about, his chores as well.
Yeah, I'll admit, when I was growing up, I lived in a house where my mom always was, cleaning everything. All the kids' rooms were taken care of. We used to have a babysitter sometimes, and we'd clean. So I grew up not really, doing all of the housework, and I have to admit that, part of that was my fault. And, when Jen would do a lot of it, if someone's going to do your laundry or, clean up, you might say, hey, go ahead, do it. But what I realized is being a good parent, I've taken a lot of responsibility with the kids. I pick up our daughter. I give Jen at least a few hours a day where she can go do stuff, and I'll watch the kids, and she'll, take turns where she'll then watch them and I can go exercise. And now every day, I do about half the work, whether it means, doing the dishes, because a lot of times we feed our kids and the dishes are filled and piling up, and it's hard to watch the kids and do the dishes at the same time. So the minute I see it, I go out there and I try to do it. And I also have been keeping cleaner in the house and making the beds and doing things like this. And there's no reason, if you're a husband, there are no defined roles. You can do the dishes, you can do the laundry, you can take out the garbage, and if you're a woman, you can do fix things. And the bills, yeah, it doesn't mean you're not capable, but one of the big things is building communication. And I know Jen, even though she never said it, there was some resentment, that I wouldn't clean as much, and I feel like she's happier knowing that I'm trying to take more responsibility.
Much happier. It's definitely a much happier way of being. And again, the resentment that I did feel before, just because I wouldn't open my mouth and ask for help, is now just being done, and it's been a really great achievement.
And that's the big thing is I've had a lot of times in my life, especially with Jen, where she expected me to do something, and I don't know what's on her mind, and I can't read her mind. So if she wants me to do the laundry or do the dishes, she should say, hey Blake, this is what I want to do. We had a talk, kind of a sit down, where we discussed all the responsibilities, from the bills, from the laundry, from the dishes, and who was going to do what and how we were going to handle it, because she always hoped and assumed I would just do it.
And it never got done.
No, and it's because honestly, a lot of times a man doesn't know. It's almost like if you have an employee or you work at a job, they say, hey, here's your responsibilities. When you're in a marriage, you have to be open about, hey, this is what I expect, and then be persistent and consistent, where you say, hey, you didn't do the laundry this week, or you didn't, I forgot to walk the dog a couple of times last week when that was one of the things, and the dog had an accident.
And I reminded him that, listen, maybe you forgot, but please try to be a little bit better about walking the dog. And then I don't wake up to any messes, so it all worked out.
Yeah, and being patient. She could have yelled at me, why the heck did you walk the dog? You pooped the... And instead of having that anger, which would have made me feel like, you know what, I don't want to walk the dog, you do it, I now am inspired, and I'm going at night and I'm doing the dog walking, and I'm learning, because it's a process. No one goes from doing 10% to doing 100%. There's slow changes. And we do coaching. We work one-on-one with couples, families, individuals. We motivate, we teach, we help you guys find balance and learn things. You can learn about our websites.
It's www.bipolaronline or BlakeLevineCoaching.com, and we'd love for you to check out both of the websites.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel. We're going to make lots of videos and talk about some cool issues. Thanks.
Bye.